begin tonight with that growing concern here and around the world that Russia could invade Ukraine at any moment, setting off a chain reaction affecting us here, around the United States, and again around the globe. Good evening, I'm Greg Gorman. We'll get you caught up right now on the latest moves by Russian President Vladimir Putin today. Diplomatic talks have collapsed between Putin and virtually every leader of an American ally. Russia is continuing to build up its military forces on Ukraine's borders. President Biden's national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, suggesting today that Russia could invade Ukraine before the Winter Olympics end next week. And that has the White House urging all American citizens currently in Ukraine to leave now.
We want to be crystal clear on this point. Any American in Ukraine should leave as soon as possible.
Russia has more than 100,000 troops on the border conducting massive military drills. The U.S. sent about 3,000 troops to nearby Poland to be on standby. Putin and Biden are scheduled to talk by phone tomorrow. Now, all this uncertainty led to a sharp dive today on Wall Street, with stocks dropping starting around noon. In the end, the Dow lost more than 500 points and the NASDAQ dropped 400. And that wiped out all the gains that we all saw from earlier this week. And there are a number of Central Floridians who are from Ukraine and they have family there or whose work is actually tied to that region. And we met some of them tonight. Nick Pampantonis talked with one missionary who flew back just yesterday from Ukraine. And Nick joins us live. Nick, he told you the atmosphere over there is one of uncertainty.
Well, there's been a war going on in that country since 2014, but for the first time, he thought about bringing a bulletproof vest. He told me Ukrainians are proud of their freedom, and his work for now will continue. The western part of Ukraine in early February, and a few hundred miles from where Russian troops are massing.
The world's just a broken place. I don't think this is our permanent destiny.
Sean Sullivan's nonprofit, Mission 823, hands out water filters and offers therapy to kids. Some of the people he's working with displaced by a fight with Russia that's killed thousands of Ukrainians since 2014.
Refugees in the country, 8-year-olds with PTSD. If you veer off of the road, there are entire fields full of landmines.
Now, U.S. intelligence believes the Russians are days away from invading the country. And half a world away, Sullivan thinks about his decades of work, the revolutions he's seen, and the millions an invasion is expected to displace.
The mood is pretty somber. There's a lot more preparation internally than we've ever seen before. First time I've ever seen in 22 years bomb shelters being prepared in downtown Kyiv.
His departure was pre-planned. It's a coincidence he flew out when the State Department told Americans to get out. But not everyone did.
You're going to the store, you're studying, you're just going for a walk, and all of a sudden it snaps into your mind again. You know, I need to check the news.
For now, DeLand native Miroslav Boychuk is staying put in the same city Sullivan just left, pressing on with his medical school training and hoping talk of war blows over.
It's kind of like a resignation. Like if I leave, that kind of means that I'm like, it's not sort of like abandoning Ukraine. It's more of like a resigning myself to the inevitability.
Both men say resigning is not what Ukraine has in mind. Russian troops may surround it, the government may fall, but the old Soviet mentality of being told what to do has disappeared from the country.
Ukraine still has a very strong national identity, and people here are not resigning. They are absolutely willing to fight to the end.
They're ready to stake their lives on, for their independence now, and that's new and refreshing for them.
It can be frustrating looking at all this from afar, and for Americans looking to help, the advice is to donate money to reputable organizations like Mission 823. They can stretch those dollars a lot further. The local Ukrainian church, St. Mary's, will be using their upcoming festival to raise funds for supplies to send over to Ukraine. That'll take place starting February 25th at the Apopka Amphitheater. Greg?
Nick, good information there tonight. We also spoke with UCF professor Paul